my name is Ambreen and I'm the founder and CEO of MeatoDoor. Meat is the largest traded food category in the Middle East, by value and by volume. In the $40 billion meat market, where 80% of the meats are imported, this category remains totally underserved. We are building a global meat supply chain platform where we enable small and medium enterprises to source their meats from verified global suppliers. We don't just help them in sourcing, but also in distribution in the local markets. I've had a very exciting career. I've been into a really exciting space. I've been into radio industry, investigative journalism, conducted a lot of business talk shows. I've been an entrepreneur myself very early on in my career, where I established a fashion line, also scaled the business to international markets. Before I moved to Saudi, created platforms for women empowerment. Living in Dubai has been an excellent, where I established my tech venture, and that's where MeatoDoor was born. I've been an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurship really inspires me, how the idea turns into a vision to a reality. And MeatoDoor was just an idea when it was founded, with the gap that I faced as the challenge that I faced as a consumer. Of finding the good quality meats, and it just kind of got triggered over a barbecue night where we were expecting the guests to enjoy barbecues, and the meats did not come in time. The marination could not happen, but that night was on the spot validation to diving deep into this meat industry and finding more on the concept. With a vision to serve consumers with good quality meats, I started the concept with aggregating more than 50 butcheries, bringing them onto the platform, digitalizing them, giving them marketing solutions, cold chain boxes, and hygienic packaging to be able to serve the upmarket communities. And that's how MeatoDoor was launched as a B2C application. The testing, the early stage customers was mainly on identifying, having direct conversations with family, friends, and reaching out to the neighborhood. And that's how I acquired the early customers before going ahead with mass onboarding onto the platform. As any early stage startup, we definitely had our own challenges in terms of acquiring customers and maintaining, having full quality control. And we wanted to move higher up in the supply chain to be able to understand the challenges, to be able to have full control on the quality. And that's where we moved to serving businesses. That's how the pivot happened, and that pivot happened very, very quickly. Because that's where the bigger potential of serving the businesses. Most of the meats are consumed in the B2B space. Since then, we have been serving businesses in the UAE, and we are now going global. So it's a global meat supply chain where we are contacting suppliers from the international markets. We have already established 5 trade lanes between UAE, India, Kenya, Pakistan, Brazil, and Australia. To be able to have that network of supplier base coming into this region. So startup founders are innovators, and they are the ones who bring on the change. They are the ones who make impact around the world. And the most inspiring thing about startup is the amount of learning that it brings to any individual. So I, as a founder, have made incredible amount of learning in the past 1 year, as opposed to what I would probably get from any corporate working space. If you have an idea, it's very important to do the initial research, understanding the market size, who your target customers are, what problem are you trying to address, who are your competitors, how can you build your product differently. It's very important to understand these points before you embark your journey as an entrepreneur. If you can manage your finances, what are the risks? Are you able to take that risk? Are you able to take that leap into the startup culture, which is obviously not going to be that easy. So you need to take risk, but also calculate the risk, which is definitely important. Stay committed. You should have that passion and keep that passion alive. And I would highly recommend having that, one source of energy that keeps you alive, keeps your passion alive every morning that you wake up. Because you will get hundreds of reasons to give up, and that one reason that will keep you dedicated throughout your journey. So it's my own personal growth, I would say. I'm a dreamer. I have imagined a best version of myself, and every day I wake up with that person that I have imagined, And I look up to that, and that keeps me going with all the challenges that I see at work, at home. That keeps me going, and that's where I think it's very important to have that passion alive in the individual. So I have done it. Coming into the meat industry, which is highly male dominated, I had an idea and I'm building it. So you can do it as well. So don't let your fears restrict you. Just be fearless and take that leap and just go for it.